Someone says something, one line, and your body moves before you do. Your jaw tightens, your hands want to answer. You're already forming the reply before you even know if you want to send it. That gap between the hit and your response, that is 10 seconds, that is the window. Most people skip it. They go straight from the hit to the answer. And the other person gets command over their state with their first word. 10 seconds. That gap was already there. The question is whether you use it. The interruption is over, but you're still inside it. Your body pushed a sentence out, one sentence, and something shifted in the room. The tone, the look, the way the other person leaned back. You handed the script to whoever spoke first. You answered before you knew what you were answering. The direction of your response often gets decided in those first seconds. What you say first tells the room where you are. There is a window in there. 10 seconds between the hit and your reply. 3 moves inside that window. Delay, define, choose. That is all it takes to use it. Knowing the names is one thing. Using them when the hit arrives and your body is already moving. That is the harder part. Because by then, the window is already closing. Let's slow down what actually happens in those seconds. Something lands. A comment, a tone, a word that came out sharper than it needed to. Your body reads it before your mind does. The jaw, the chest, something pulling forward. And in the same instant, your brain assigns a meaning, not after the moment, during it. That was intentional. They think I have nothing to say. I need to correct this right now. You didn't decide those sentences. They arrived. And those sentences became a story, fast, a few lines, how this fits the pattern, what it means about you, what they're doing. That story is what you're answering when you open your mouth. Not the event, the story. The event was a comment, 5 words. The story was already a paragraph. And the story is what writes the reply. Your mouth forms the words before your mind reviewed them. By the time you notice what you're about to say, you've already started. The window was open the whole time. You were just inside the story. And the story runs the same way every time. Same person, same tone, same type of comment. The meaning lands before you finish processing the sentence. Your brain has a template. The comment fits the template. The template writes the reply. It runs on the same fuel every time, a fast reading that skipped the second look. What the story does not tell you, it formed before you finished hearing the sentence. The event happened. Someone said something. That part is done. You cannot change what was said. What happened next? The meaning your brain attached, that was not the event. That was your reading of the event. The reading can be accurate. It can also be wrong or designed to pull a reaction out of you. Your body can't tell the difference in the first 2 seconds. It responds to the reading as if it were the event, as if the meaning arrived with the sentence. It did not. There was the sentence, and then there was what you made of it. 2 separate things. Stoic self-command is not about suppressing what you feel. It's about recognizing that the event and your judgment of it are 2 different things. The event lands, your body responds. That part is automatic. The judgment, what it means, what it deserves, what response fits, that is yours. That is what lives in the window. Every Stoic principle about disrespect comes back to this one distinction, the thing that happened. and what you made of it. You don't control what was said. You do control what you make of it and what comes next. The reading your body handed you in the first 2 seconds is fast, but it is a draft, not the verdict. A draft can be revised. A verdict cannot. Most people treat the first reading as the verdict. They answer the verdict, and the verdict was written in 2 seconds without a second look. The interruption point is in that gap between the reading and the reply. It is not a breathing exercise. It's not about calming down. It's about using the window that is already there. Delay keeps the reply from going out while your reading is still unverified. Define gives your reading a second look before you answer it. Choose picks the response that fits what you found, not the first draft. 3 moves. Starting the second the hit lands. Step 1. Delay. Do not feed the first reaction. Hold it for 10 seconds. That means do not speak, do not type, do not nod with urgency and launch. Let the impulse go through you without becoming your next action. It will feel wrong. Your body will tell you that waiting makes you look passive. It does not. Passive is answering something you didn't choose to answer. Holding for 10 seconds is the choice. Someone dismisses your point in a meeting. Your hand wants to go up immediately. You hold it. The impulse is there. You can feel it, but it isn't moving. That's the window. That's delay. Step 2. Define. Before you answer, name what actually happened. One question before the reply goes out: was this meant to reduce you, or is there something real here that needs to be addressed? The reply is different for each. Step 3. Choose. 3 options: words, distance, or silence. Words, a calm, clear response that addresses what actually happened. 1 line: I want to finish that thought. That came across differently than I expected. Short, grounded, addresses the situation. Distance: remove yourself from the exchange for now, not as punishment, just enough to close it later when the room is different. Walk away from the keyboard. End the call on a neutral note. Silence: give nothing away. Deliberate, not passive. A long pause before you speak. A look that does not react. A non-answer that closes the door without slamming it. Same moment. Protocol applied. Someone says the line. The jaw tightens. The hands want to move. Delay 10 seconds. The impulse is there. You're not denying it. You're holding it. Define. Was that an insult meant to embarrass you? Or someone who got cut off earlier and is frustrated? Read it once. Choose 1 line. I'd like to finish that. Calm. Clear. Nothing extra. The reply came from you, not from the story the hit was trying to write. The comment did not run the exchange. You did. Next time someone says something and you feel that first tightening before the reply forms, hold the sentence for 10 seconds. The window is there every time. It was there the first time too. You just didn't know what it was. Now you do. The comment came in, the reading formed, and you still had a choice about what came next. That gap, 10 seconds, was already there. You just didn't know what to do with it. The comment landed. The answer did not have to follow. I break down one everyday loop like this each week. And if you want to understand why that story forms so fast in the first place, why your brain assigns a meaning before you can catch it, that one's next.